Welcome back to Digital Champions on Daily Ad Brief. I'm your host, Mike White, and on Digital Champions, we're meeting with experts in the industry, talking about tips, tricks, trends, and the technologies that they utilize to grow their clients' campaigns. Joining us today from Scale Your Marketing, we have David Dubov. Welcome to the program.
Thanks so much for having me.
Tell me about Scale Your Marketing and what unique value proposition you offer your customers.
Well, my focus is legal lead gen. So we get high quality leads to law firms as well as agencies all over the country. It's a very competitive space, but some of the unique things we have are expert creatives as well as a lot of media buying that's pretty advanced compared to what a lot of people are able to do.
What's the biggest change that you see coming up over the next 2 years in the way that lawyers would advertise their business? What do you see coming up?
Well, it's not going to be so easy. Similar to any industry, it doesn't have to just be legal, but in pretty much every industry, there are changes, right? So it's the same thing that happened to Google search, SEO, affiliate marketing, e-commerce, where at first there's a huge gold rush and everybody gets in on it, but there's always an evolution where it becomes much more intense. You can't just, do black hat stuff like you could on SEO or run anything you want on Facebook. You have to be an expert at it. So it's not going to be as easy for small businesses to just plug and play like they used to. Now it's going to be much more intense with data tracking and analytics as well as creatives.
So as you come in, what is the biggest obstacle that you help a customer overcome when they come to engage your firm?
Well, it's hard to get to ride that line between quality and volume when you start getting leads. So sometimes you can get them a lot of volume, but you kind of lower that threshold of what really gets them a solid amount of return. And with my clients in the legal industry, as well as I would imagine most industries, their time is extremely valuable. So they really want the highest quality leads available to them. So what I like to focus on is riding that line between getting them volume and quality at the same time. And sometimes it can be tough because if you're too strict, you could be losing out on people who really do need to talk to a lawyer, and you're slowing down their growth by not giving them enough.
So with your firm, you come in and help attorney. You help everything from content writing to web development to paid placement. Where does your scope start and end?
Well, what I like to do is be hyper specific, and I think that has what has allowed my business to grow so rapidly. Is that instead of trying to be a one size fits all or spreading myself across multiple different types of marketing styles and strategies, I've basically doubled and tripled down on paid advertising. So the law firms are able to do whatever they do, even run their own stuff, even be on radio, television, whatever they do. But then I can deliver leads to them that help them scale much faster, and they don't really have to get involved. I just deliver the leads to them.
What is the thing that excites you the most about the digital industry, and what frightens you the most?
Well, what's exciting is the pure scale of it. I started this business with nothing but a laptop and a cell phone, and now we're able to work on very, very large client projects with massive scale, but it's essentially still the same Facebook ad account and YouTube ad account. So the scale is absolutely exciting. That is something that can transform a small business within a year or two of just constantly, multiplying the kind of scale and volume that you're working on. What is going to be a big concern over the next year or two is data. data tracking and analytics is going to be much tougher. So, like I was saying before about how the gold rush is kind of over for easy marketing, on Facebook. Now it's going to be real expertise. So fine tuning your data tracking, really getting into analytics. The people who take it seriously are going to be similar to the people in SEO or e-commerce who survive the storm and become one of the few, large businesses. It's not going to be an easy plug and play. So people who take it seriously and are able to kind of weather this data storm of a lot of tracking going away and a lot of competition, so increased traffic prices, as well as just a much savvier industry. If you can make it to the top, you're going to succeed, but it's going to be much harder than before.
Well, David, I appreciate you spending time with us today. I know as Facebook has a lot of different issues going on, it's going to be a busy day ahead for you. So thank you for taking the time, and we appreciate you being a digital champion.
Absolutely. Thanks so much for having me.
To find out more about David and Scale Your Marketing and all the amazing things they could do to help your company grow, visit us at dailyadbrief.com. We'll see you next time on Digital Champions.